Hello, dear friends. I hope you're having a beautiful week. I've been receiving a lot of messages around feeling anxious about going into the world. So, first of all, let me talk about how some parts of the world are still closed. So let's be grateful if we are in a part of the world that even is opening up slowly, even though, COVID is still very, very present. Many of us are now going back out into the world. And it's so exciting, right? Like, be honest, share if you're excited that you actually can go to shows, plan trips, hug your family members without worry because we've been blessed in this part of the world with vaccines and the ability to be open again, so that's awesome. But what's been coming up a lot around this for myself, for my clients, for friends, for family is, okay, we just spent a year or so indoors, quarantining, finding a lot of inner guidance, inner light, and now we're back out into the world, and yeah, exactly, Christine, thank you for sharing. You feel cautiously optimistic. That's exactly how many of us feel. It's we've been craving this interconnection, going back out in the world, doing things, being present, but it doesn't feel quite as natural, or it feels anxious, or it feels scary. And all of these feelings, insert whatever you're feeling, are totally okay. I'm here too. I've been feeling anxious around my schedule is all of a sudden packed until the end of the year. When did that happen? Meanwhile, back during quarantine, I was feeling I can't wait to be back in the world. I want to plan so many things. Now here we are planning so many things, and it can feel weird, right? So what has come through as a channeled message lately is we cannot forget what we learned during quarantine. There's an important balance here that we must find, and it's something that I constantly am teaching myself and teaching those I work with. And now I want to share with all of you, so how do we find this balance between this desire, this gift, this privilege many of us have to be doing again, and also to remember what we learned about being, about stillness, about silence. And, just to share a personal story, which is of how this all came through to share today, I had my first really busy weekend around friends, and it was amazing. But I remember feeling overwhelmed even before I met up with them. Then I was there and it was super fun and I felt great. Come yesterday, Monday, I had to have a full shutdown integration day. I was I need to just be by myself, no music, nothing. I sat in silence, I rested, I meditated, and it was so healing. So that made me realize, okay, I bet other people are feeling this too. So let's not forget what we learned during quarantine. Let's remember to bring moments of silence, of stillness, in between the doing and the playing. Remember, we need work, play, and rest. And rest doesn't, as my beautiful teacher Christine on here always says, doesn't always mean sleeping. It's about literally just doing nothing. Nothing. When's the last time you did nothing? We live in a culture that makes us feel guilty about that, but actually yesterday was still, in my opinion, a work day for me because I was working on myself, my inner self. So don't let anyone tell you that's not work. That is a lot of work, to sit and just be with yourself and your feelings and your thoughts. Oh my God. And it brings you so much clarity. That's why I have energy today to go back and do work and do things. And I'm looking forward to playing again next weekend. And yes, Jordan, you're sharing you feel a bit overwhelmed at times. And yes, you keep saying you're going through something and you're lacking balance. You need more play and rest. Too much work. Yes. So now we're all so excited to be back. We're doing. Remember the rest. Remember the stillness. So a very simple framework that I've been called to use for myself that I want to share with all of you is once a day, give yourself an hour of you time. If that feels like too much, 30 minutes. If that feels like too much, even 10 minutes of just silence, right? But an hour where you're not connecting with others, you're not on a screen, you're just with you. Maybe you're out in nature if that's available to you. Maybe you just are putting on your favorite music and listening, headphones on, laying. Maybe you're listening to a meditation. Maybe you're in silence. But just be still and ask your inner guidance, what do I need today? So I love doing this in the morning to ask what I need today, and I like doing it in the evening to integrate what I've learned through the day. But to make it easy, just start with the morning, just one thing, right, for you. And then once a week, I recommend you do something for yourself, one big self-care thing, right? Like this might mean actually involving someone else. So maybe talking to a healer, maybe receiving a massage, maybe going to acupuncture, or maybe if, those things I know are financial investments, what if it's just going for a hike, going and sitting in nature for an hour, right? And then once a month, I would encourage you to do what I did yesterday. Shut everything off for the whole day and just be with yourself. Seems scary, but it's actually the best thing you can do for yourself. It'll actually support you even more in the playing and the doing. You will have way more energy if you give yourself like a day of rest once a month where you are like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to anybody else. I'm just gonna be by myself at home, maybe go for a walk, make myself some nice food, listen to my own thoughts. Hello. Oh, love seeing friends joining. And then if you want to even take it further, maybe like once a year you go on like a trip, right? Where you really allow yourself that, or you spend multiple days giving yourself you time. So those are just the tiers of like giving the being time, the stillness time to balance the doing time that's come through for me. And it's all super accessible, right? Once a day, can you give yourself that like hour for you? Once a week, can you give yourself another hour that's really self-healing, self-love? And once a month, can you give yourself a day to just like do whatever you want to do? Maybe even like there's an artsy part of you that you've been missing out on. Like let that be part of the being as well. It's so fun to just see what comes through when you give yourself time with yourself. Like there's so much more here that I don't even know is possible because I'm not you. So you spend time with you and you figure that out. And I'd love to know what comes through, even if you want to comment and share. How do you start by this, what would you do if you gave yourself an hour a day? Like what would your stillness, your being time look like? Or once a week, start somewhere. And you're going to love the effect so much that you will want to do it more. That's what happened to me. I didn't used to do this. Heck no. I was like always going, doing, playing. But now I've learned some more about balance and it's the most amazing thing in the world. So definitely still play, definitely still work. Make sure you're resting and finding stillness. And I even want to give a little treat for any of us on here now. Why don't we take a few minutes to just be together, and I'll guide us in a simple little Reiki infused meditation. Yes, I love all these activities. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, so if you want to join here, just a short little meditation to be together, to be with ourselves. You can close your eyes or find a soft gaze towards one spot. Maybe sit up nice and tall or lean yourself back. And begin to just feel where your body is. Maybe your feet are touching the ground. Maybe your booty is on a seat or a couch. Taking some deep breaths in through the nostrils, cooling the body, filling the chest, filling the belly. Big exhales out the mouth. Let go. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Third time's the charm. Deep breath in. Biggest exhale out. Letting your hands relax, letting your breath relax and soften. as I connect to Reiki, to all of you, this beautiful spiritual healing energy, which brings you relaxation and calm, so it becomes easier to be present and still. And just take a moment, and I want you to take yourself to your favorite place to be still, to be with you. Maybe it's in nature, maybe it's in your own bed, maybe it's somewhere else. Find your place of stillness. Maybe a soft smile comes to your face as you allow yourself to arrive here, to be here. And notice as you just enjoy this stillness, are there any questions arising from your soul that need answered? Is there anything coming through that you need to hear? We're going to take a few moments here in complete silence as you receive from your highest guidance, and I will be sharing Reiki to support you. If your mind wanders, simply just bring your attention to your breath and to your place of stillness. You are welcome to stay here if you feel called. But if you are ready to come back, you've received the message from your inner guidance, go ahead and place your hands over your heart, taking a moment of gratitude for this space, for this time to just be with you, to love yourself, to empower yourself, to heal yourself. Coming back all together with a deep breath in and a big breath out. You are safe, you are held. It is safe for you to be still. My loves, if this felt good to you, I invite you to join me on Monday evening. I'll be doing a virtual Reiki Love Circle where I'll be sharing about the full moon energy, the Leo season energy, Reiki meditation deeper than this one to really connect you to your inner guidance. We'll be doing some chakra dance yoga, some open to anyone accessible movement that also helps tap into our inner guidance. And I'll be offering group coaching, all to help you find more balance between that being and doing. We'll be doing both in this time. We'll be being and we'll be doing. So the link to register for that is in my bio. Head over there, grab your spot, invite your friends. and always here for you. If you have any questions, just shoot me a DM. I'm going to share this to IGTV so you can relive it and share it to others who might have missed it. Okay, I love you all just the way you are.